Hello friends, today's topic is regular expression. Before going to discuss in detail regular expression, we just want to tell you about the objective of this topic. See, whenever we studied this topic, right, the student may able to understand the application of the regular expression. They are able to write the regular expression from finite automata as well as from the regular languages. They can able to realize the power of regular expression and finite automata, and also you student able to convert finite automata to regular expression and vice versa. So this topic is highly correlated with the course outcome too. Now come to this topic, what is the regular expression? As we know, every finite automata accept a language, and that language is called the regular language. And an expression that express the regular language is called the regular language. That means a simple expression that express or represent the regular language is called the regular expression, right? Now, example, see here. If we say about the set of all string over 0 and 1 ends with 1. See, that means this language contain a string like 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, triple 0, 1, and so many. In every string you have seen this string is ending with 1. So if we denote this, we have an infinite string. But we express a simple expression, then that expression is known as a regular expression. For example, for this, right now here we just discuss the set of all string over 0, 1 represented by 0 plus 1 star, and but every time this string ended with 1, a simple expression. So this is a expression. This expression is called the regular expression. See here. Here we have an infinite length of strings. Infinite strings. But a simple expression represents whole set of strings. So that is the power of the regular expression. So whenever we write any regular expression, we use the three basic operators. These are plus, dot, and star. Plus is used for union. Dot is used for concatenation, and star used for closure, right, or iterative term. So formally any regular expression is defined as any terminal symbol that is an element of sigma. Sigma is what? Set of input symbol. So any terminal symbol, epsilon and phi are regular expression. Epsilon and phi are regular expression. The first point in that means you can say epsilon, phi, and if A belongs to sigma, then A is a regular expression. Clear? So these all three, right, are regular expression over sigma. Now, the union of two regular expression R1 and R2 written as R1 plus R2 is also a regular expression. So union, second point, see here, union of two regular expression. Union of two regular expression, let R1 and R2. So denoting union of these two, that is R1 plus R2 is a regular expression. Clear this point? Similar way, third, concatenation. Concatenation of two regular expression R1 and R2 denoted as R1 dot R2 is also a regular expression. 4 point, closure. We have seen in the previous slide that there are three operations, that is union, concatenation and closure. So closure of a regular expression R1 denoted as R1 star is also a regular expression. Fifth, we use the bracket. If R is a regular expression, R is a regular expression, then R is also a regular expression. So iteratively, by using all these 5 points, if we obtain any kind of regular expression, then that is also a regular expression. Example, for example, A plus AB star and whole star is a regular expression. How we can prove? So proof you can see here. Let A belongs to sigma. Then as per the definition of the regular expression, then A is a regular expression. Clear? Similarly, if B belongs to sigma, then B is a regular expression. Clear? If B is a regular expression as per the definition of closure, so B star is also a regular expression, right? So these are steps by which we can do this. Now, if A and B star both are regular expression, then you can say A dot B star is a regular expression. Clear? If A, see here in the first point, A and right now we have proved already AB star is a regular expression and AB star is a regular expression, then you can say A plus AB star is a regular expression. Clear? And now we can say if A plus AB star is a regular expression, right? Then you can directly say here A plus AB star and whole star is a regular expression and proved. Right? So for any expression which express the regular language is called a regular expression. So if any we have a sigma, if any letter A, B, C are there, then using these symbol and plus, dot and star, if we write any regular expression, then that is a regular expression. Like for example, A, B plus B, C plus A, C whole star is also a regular expression. Right? Now, what is the relationship between finite automata, regular language and regular expression? So come to this. See, whenever we design any machine or finite automata, easy way is what we have to construct the NFA with epsilon. You can easily construct NFA with epsilon to NFA, and from this NFA we can construct the DFA. And if we have a DFA, from that we can also construct the regular expression, and regular expression we can again construct the NFA with epsilon. So this is a cycle in between. Everyone can be transferred in other part, right? Now, the relationship and how to construct the regular expression from a finite automata. See here, this is an example of a finite automata that in which initial state is a final state. And see what is the language accepted by this finite automata. So language accepted by this finite automata is known as the regular language. And it is what? It is the set of all string W such that del of Q0 of W equivalent to QF, where QF belongs to final state and W belongs to sigma star, right? This is a definition of a language accepted by a finite automata, and that language is called the regular language. Now see here. So in that particular finite automata, what kind of language it is accepted? It accepts the only string that is epsilon, because Q0 of epsilon equivalent to Q0 and Q0 belongs to final state, so only epsilon is accepted. So the regular language, here we can define this set of epsilon, right? And this set is now represented by a regular expression that is only epsilon. Clear this point? Now come to this. Here it is a finite automata that represent two state, and there is no transition from initial to final, but there is a transition from final to initial state. That means we know any finite automata except all those strings which are starting from or scanning from the initial state and terminated at the final state. But here there is no path that start from the initial state and terminate at the final state. So in that case, no string is accepted. In that case, so we define a language, regular language, that is null. That means no string is accepted by the automata. And how we can express this set as a regular expression? So this is 5. Now come to this. In this, see here, there is a path from initial to final and only A is there. That means here L contain only one string, that is A, and that is defined as a regular language as set of one string A. And now again, as per the definition, you can write this regular expression as a A. See here, there are two paths from initial to final, right? So Q0 of A goes to Q1, Q0 of B goes to Q1. That means either A is accepted or B is. That means there are two strings that is accepted. One is A, another is B. So this set is now expressed as a union of two symbol A and B. So in that case, there are two symbols A and A plus B. Clear? Same case in case of the concatenation. A followed by B. So this is a regular language, that is AB, and this is now expressed as A dot B. Here it is representing the closure. What is? It is a closure. See here, what kind of string it will accept? That is the set of all strings. So as initial state is a final state, so epsilon is there. Then a single time loop is counted, so only A is there. Then 2 time loop is counted, then double A is there. 3 time, then OK. 4 time, then OK. So all the set of strings are accepted. So see here, representing this set and representing this finite automata, there is a regular expression. See, that is A star. This is called closure, and this is called the clean closure also. What kind of closure? Clean closure. And that you know very well about. Whenever we write A star, that means this is representing set of all string of A. Now here there is a then followed by A. So concatenation in terms of A dot. See here what kind of string is there, then epsilon may be accepted, then A is also counted, and so on. So when we concatenate it with this, that means epsilon, then A, triple A, and up to infinite. So when we concatenate this A, then double A, then triple A, 4 times A, and so on. So you can say here regular expression is A dot A star, and this is now known as the A plus. This is called the positive closure. What it is called? It is called the positive closure. Clear this point? So if we talk about the difference between clean closure and positive closure, clean closure included the epsilon, but positive closure doesn't include the epsilon, right? So here it is a union of I equivalent to 0 to infinite L raised to power I. While in the case of positive closure, it is I equivalent to 1 to infinite L raised to power I. Another case of the finite automata and their language and regular expression. See here, this is the initial state as a final state, so epsilon is accepted. Then A comes after that, again B is comes and reaches at the final state, so AB is there. So see here, there is a loop of A and B repeatedly. So AB, then AB, then AB. So see here, this is a repetition of AB. So repetition of AB, any loop we can denote as it AB, right? So this is all for the today's lecture about regular expression, regular language, and finite automata. Next day we discuss the identities used in finite regular expression and how we can convert any finite automata to regular expression. Thank you guys, and hope you will subscribe my video channel and also you like my this